Well, the day is here. Avowed is out in early access if you buy the Super PP edition. Otherwise, it comes out Tuesday. Or if you're listening to this behind that time, it's out now. And it's on Game Pass. And it's bad. it's bad. I streamed the game for about 3 to 4 hours this morning, and I'm putting a pin in it, to be honest with you. I don't really want to play any more of this game. It's not fun, but I'm gonna obviously I should just leave the video there, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna talk about it. It's bad. It's really bad. So Avowed, Obsidian, they made Fallout New Vegas. They've made a bunch of great games, Knights of the Old Republic 2 and a bunch of other stuff. They just got bought by Microsoft in their buying spree, and they made Outer Worlds, which was a bit of a disappointment to say the least, bit of a letdown. And now this, which was supposed to be their big, grand, epic RPG, which Xbox desperately needs, because this console generation, I don't know what Microsoft is doing, but this is probably their worst console generation ever. Probably even worse than the Xbox One era with the failed Kinect integration and forced online. I mean, this is really bad. And what's the shame about it is I like the console. I actually like using the console. It's a good console to use, but there is, and I like Game Pass too. I like Game Pass, but there are no games for this thing that aren't third party that I could play somewhere else, like on PC or PS5. And all of their first party efforts have just been a total letdown. Starfield flopped and wasn't very good, even though everybody was really hyped for it. Redfall was an unmitigated disaster. Halo Infinite has been bad. I mean, the list goes on. They've bought all of these studios, including Obsidian, and it just seems like they are making the studios actually worse somehow. I thought, in my naive, dumb, stupid, idiot little brain, that Microsoft buying these studios and giving these smaller AA or AAA studios the money and resources that they would need would enable these studios to create masterpieces. And instead, it's been the total opposite, where a lack of content, ingenuity, and just overall fun has plagued every single one of these titles, in addition to bugs and everything else. So we're going to talk about Avowed here, because I was, when they first announced this game, I was fairly hyped about it. Like Obsidian, the people that made Fallout New Vegas, making a Skyrim knockoff. I'm all for that. I want more clones of Skyrim and Elder Scrolls games, because we're not getting Elder Scrolls 6 until like 2028, maybe, if we're lucky. I mean, we're never getting this game, right? So I was in, like, give me a clone. Rip it off. I don't care. I love those games. I love the way that they play. It's awesome. And then you boot the game up, and it's a fucking it's a bunch of art stills. That's what it is. That's the opening cutscene. I don't know what happened. I know a lot of people sometimes criticize Skyrim, but there's one thing I think everybody agrees on, and that is the opening to that game is one of the best openings to any video game ever. Like, it's iconic how amazing the opening to that game is. Like, say what you will about everything else and RPG elements and the story, whatever, but the opening to that game, that should be the blueprint for any open world RPG. And instead, this opens up with a couple of cutscenes, and you customize your character. And boy, let's get into that too. The character customization is just terrible in this game. It's just awful. First and foremost, you're stuck. Like, you have to have this sort of like crap on your face and in your hair. Now, you can choose whether or not you display it, but your character has that crap on their face. There's no avoiding it, and it looks stupid. I'm sorry, it looks like a knockoff version of like a Pirates of the Caribbean villain for some reason. I don't know what that's about. It just sucks. Like, I don't want. I don't want to say what it looks like, but yeah, I mean, you got the idea. On top of that, it's the standard thing of, well, we're not going to have a boob slider or any sort of body customization at all. Your body is basically there's 4 body types. There's fat girl, fat guy, skinny girl, skinny guy. That's it. That's the only customization there. Isn't it crazy that like No Mercy for the N64 has better character customization than a game that costs like hundreds of millions of dollars to make that's made in like 20 years later? Isn't that nuts? Now, of course, you can customize your hair and all that crap, but like, I don't know. I was out. The minute that there's no butt or boob slider, I'm out. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know why can't I be a big titty warrior princess? You know what I mean? Like, I'm already immersion ruined at this point. And then, of course, you can customize your pronouns, though. Of course you can. Why not? I'm not gonna make a big stink about it. It just seems like this is injected in every single game, but it just sort of goes to show the mindset and what was really important to our game developers. Now, you can't be a hot, sexy lady, but you can be. Well, I'm not gonna say here, but you get the gist. Yeah, just the bad customization overall just hampered my ability. I wasn't feeling my character at all, because I'm not jacked. I want to be a fat dwarf, man. That's who I am in real life. I can't be a fat dwarf. I'm out, okay? I don't know how the other Pillars of Eternity games had better character customization than this game, but they do. Every game. This is terrible. This is like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 on the PS1 levels of character customization. Just terrible. And I'd argue they probably have a better customization too. So just bad. The art style, I just don't really like it, to be honest with you. I'm like, what is this guy exactly? What is, it's like a Smurf or something. It looks like a furry's wet dream that they designed. And they, you know what I mean? Like, what is this character? All of the character, like, how is it that there's like all of these different races and stuff in this game, but I can't have big boobs, or I can't play as one of these races? Like, that doesn't make much sense to me either, you know? You're stuck as this guy with the flowers on his face or whatever for some reason. And in these, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't want to play as any of these like other creatures or races or anything like that, but I just feel like it's like par for the course for a big RPG like this to have like big customization options, you know? Like, that's kind of what an RPG is you creating a character and then, you know, playing as that character, filling that role. I couldn't get into it. I love role playing in games like this, but I can't get into it here. And then I got, you know, fucking Stitch from Lilo and Stitch yelling at me. So that's fun. The combat, I didn't really like it that much. It wasn't awful by any means, but it just didn't really do anything for me at all. It's kind of easy and kind of monotonous and tedious. It didn't really feel weighty or dynamic in any way. And it just seems like they really want you to be a magic user. Like, I couldn't even, they start you off with a spear. Like, I don't want to play as a guy with a spear. I want to be like I'm a mace guy. I like bludgeoning people in the head, you know, with a mace in these video games. So I was kind of disappointed, but whatever, you know, it's fine. But I had to literally like wait till I got to the first town to buy a mace, to use a mace, which was stupid. So I didn't really get that. But the combat just didn't feel good, and it really feels like they want you to be a mage. Like, that's what they want you to do. Like, the lack of freedom in this game, especially when it comes to gameplay, is really telling. That there are parts of the game where you're almost essentially forced to use a bow and arrow or a gun or magic to kill an enemy because they're on like a ledge that's way far away from you. And like, I don't like that at all. Like, I don't like being a mage. I don't like magic or wizards and crap. It's just not my play style personally. Unless it's like World of Warcraft. That's really it. That's the only game that I like being a mage in. And I want to be just like a sword and board warrior tank. And I can't even do that. Dude, I can't even shield bash people unless I unlock that as a skill after I level up. And the shield bash costs mana? What? I was like freaking out. I was streaming the game and I'm freaking out. And because I'm like trying to shield bash somebody, and it's like somebody in my chat's like, well, you don't have any mana. And I'm like, that's dumb. What do you mean? Why would I need mana for shield bash? You need mana to shield bash somebody. Give me a break, dude. That's insane. I'm just taking a shield and hitting somebody in the face with it. Why would that cost mana? Dude, what are we doing here? Like, who designed this? But that's it. And then even, I mean, just to go on a little bit further, just the lack of like customization and skills. It's like you level up for the first time and it's like, okay, do you want to be a warrior, a ranger, or a wizard? That's it. That's the 3 trees that you get. Which is, okay, that's boring, but like, okay, whatever. And so I picked, sword and board guy, and like all of your skills are like passives. Like they don't enhance the game. You have like 5 skills and you can only use them intermittently. And also they cost mana too. They cost mana for some reason, which is again kind of weird. But okay, like whatever, that's fine, I guess. But there's just a real lack of like synergy or building a character at all. Like I was looking through and I'm like, there's like not a skill that I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to get that, I can't wait till I level up to level 10 and I can unlock this ability. That's gonna change the game. No, it's like, oh yeah, you can jump on people, and you get a whirlwind, and a charge. You get a charge, and I can't even remember what the other ones are, to be honest with you. Because like a shout or something, like a Skyrim shout. Just boring. Like nothing in there at all to enhance really my gameplay at all, just to make me feel a little bit stronger. And on top of that, it's just lacking any sort of like, I don't know, out of combat skills. There's no lock picking or stealth that you can put into. There's no like skills that you can level up your speech and your charisma. Like, to call this even an RPG would be a farce. You know what I mean? Like, dude, the lockpick, like, there's not even skill checks for anything outside of like speech, and it doesn't even really matter if you speech check somebody or not. Like, it has no effect on anything from what I was playing at all. It's just like it gives you a quirkier dialogue option, but it just doesn't matter. Dude, I went to go lockpick a chest and I'm like, oh man, I hope my like dexterity, because I'm so trained by actual RPGs. I'm like, oh man, I didn't put any into dexterity. I hope my dexterity is enough to lockpick this. Dude, there's not even a mini game. There's not a skill check. There's not a mini game. It's just, you have a lockpick in your inventory. You just hold X and it does it for you. What? This game is just trash. Like, I'm not even, like, you can't even blame this on like DEI or anything, although there is plenty of that, and I'll get to that here in a minute. But it's just bad. It's just not fun to play. This game sucks, and Microsoft didn't need another flop on their hands, but guess what? They've got one, because this is trash. I can't believe I spent $22 to just upgrade the Game Pass edition of the game to even play this. Like, how bad it is. And even like the store, dude, I swear it's like every like leader in this game for some reason is a woman. I don't know why that is. Like, I finished the little tutorial area and I can't even like leave the dock without having a woman like nagging at me, dude. Like 5 seconds, like I step up, I'm like, oh, there's the city, and then stop, adventurer. I'm a woman and I'm in charge, and fuck you. What? Like, why? I just got here, man. Like, this, this is what I want. I love this. Every day, everywhere I go, I'm just, like, I get on Twitter, I'm getting like nagged at by women. I leave, I go out to like the DMV or anything, I'm getting nagged at by women. I call any customer service. I'm just getting nagged constantly. So when I finally decide to unwind for the day. You know what I like to do? I like to sit down and play a video game and then get nagged at by women in the video games too. That's just, it's awesome. What a great feeling. I love my life. I love it so much. And then also you get like forced companions who are just the worst. I swear, I don't even know if I have the clip for it. I'll find it. I'm stuck with this like fish guy who looks like he's out of that movie, was it the Shape of Water or whatever? And I'm stuck with him. I tried everything in my power not to recruit him, but I got forced because I hate using companions in these types of games. I just want to like run solo. I just want to be like an adventurer on my own. I'm a loner and I want to be a loner in the game, you know? And dude, just talking about this just get my blood boiling because like I'm stuck with this fish guy. And he's just yapping in my ear the whole time. I'm like, shut up, dude. Just constant yapping and commenting on things. Like, I don't want this. Go away. And I can't send him away because he's just, it's part of the game because there's no fucking choice in this game. And this is not an RPG, dude. And I swear I'm playing the game and then just like out of the blue, we're attacking like some fucking mud crabs or something. And he just goes, oh no, you didn't. No. Wait. I'm like, did I just get transported to the 90s or something? Like, who wrote this? Who wrote this game? And also like every woman has to like swear excessively for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but they do. All of them have to swear for some reason, like, cause they're tough. These are tough broads. Yeah, it's tacky. It's just so tacky. This game, just talking about it makes my blood boil. Like I'm getting angry. It's like, I don't know if you can tell. It's like I've been getting progressively angrier the more I talk about this game because it sucks. This game sucks, dude. It's not an RPG. And I just think Microsoft is done. I genuinely don't see Microsoft coming out with anything new. Like, I don't even know why I have an Xbox Series X, to be honest. Like, why do I have this thing? Why? Like, what am I playing on it? Nothing. Game Pass is awesome, but there's nothing to play on it, dude. Anyways, this is my first official review. I figured it's time for us to establish like our review metric score. I didn't think about, I'm gonna just whiff it at the top of my head. So we're gonna do 1 out of 10, you know, 10 being the best and 1 being the worst and dog shit. But it's gonna be something like quirky and cool. So I'm gonna give this 3 diversity hires out of 10. Because this game blows and it sucks. Honestly, 3 out of 10. I don't play it. There's nothing redeeming about it really, at all. Like I just want to play Skyrim. Like all that this game accomplished or managed to do was make me just want to go back and play a game I've already played 1,000 times. I mean, seriously. This is what I'm saying. Everybody can get mad at me for saying that modern gaming sucks, but like I'm right. Everything sucks, dude. We can't have, like, Skyrim came out like 15 years ago, and it's like people are still woefully coming up short to try to clone that game, you know? Even Bethesda themselves can't make a game that's as good as that game for some reason. Like, what is happening to the games industry? I knew this game was gonna be trash, but I didn't expect it to be this bad, and it's a really bad game. I think that you should avoid it. There's nothing to be done to fix it. Like there's no patching it. There's no DLC that's going to fix this because it's like born into the systems of the game. You know what I mean? Like it's just terrible, and I just don't like it. I just don't like it at all. So 3 diversity hires out of 10. Avoid this game at all cost. I'm mad. This ruined my day, honestly. But hey, like, subscribe, follow, comment, and give me money. And I'm trying. My new goal for the channel is I'm trying to get a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. So I don't know if anybody can put me in touch with them, but that's what I want because I like Raid Shadow Legends and I like money. So let's make it happen. It's just be like a cool personal goal for me. I want to hit 10K YouTube subs, and I want a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship because then I'll feel like I've sort of made it a little bit as a YouTuber. So anyways, love you guys. God bless you. Christ is King. Bye.